before we get into your album and stuff like that, just your take now. How is the industry? What is the industry to you? Do you think I kind of think the industry is dead. And just some background of when I was working with Sig and some other groups.
Shout out Sig.
Shout out to the Signature.
Yeah, we gonna get it together, brother.
Hell yeah, Mental Rich Entertainment all day.
Yep.
We was doing things and we just seen a lot. Trying to get a deal, things you gotta do to get a deal, and it was like this not working. And it was probably like 2000. When I bowed out, I had to stop because I had some issues that came up. Racism, white supremacy.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah, so it was like 2013. 2014, I had to pull out. But it's just like a lot of the homosexuality, the little dudes being promoted,
fake gangsters. Fake
Nobody
MCs.
wants to. What really killed it for me, I can't lie. I used to go back and forth with Signature about this all the time. Like I told them, stop putting out free music, because what I learned, mixtapes killed the industry.
Yeah.
It killed the craft because, and I was telling them, the rappers had desensitized the listeners into just downloading free music. So now, and we seen it. Like we seen it with Ludacris, seen it with 2 Chainz, Nas. I was thinking about the other day, Nas ain't went gold probably since, I want to say like Godson.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. So it's like now when they finally they give away so many music. When you finally got your album, people are like, I'm not buying that. You gave me everything else for free.
Right.
So do you think now of people just owning their music and owning their craft, putting out themselves, that's more beneficial?
Yeah, I think you gotta own it and control your narrative as an artist. I think that is, I agree. I think that killed it too. And it put us in a real state of what do you do? A lot of people don't know because they only just see the videos and they see the music and stuff, but just, a quick rundown, and artists know the marketing is out of your pocket. The studio is out of your pocket. The beat is out of your pocket. Everything. That all costs. So and I'll just give y'all a quick perspective. So let's just say studio is $150. Your beat is another $100. Okay? To get it mixed and mastered, let's just say another $200. Okay, so you're looking at $500 just to get the song made, to turn around and sell it for $1 to a consumer market that only wants it for free.
Right.
So that is the challenge of making money in a lot of ways with music, man. But I think that the ones who just will prevail will always be the ones who just, again, have a love for the culture. You gotta have a love for it, because that will keep it going. But yeah, the mixtape thing just brought in the floodgates of rappers, not MCs, real just rappers, and anybody who could put a couple words together, find a similar cadence, and you're out of there. You know what I mean? And that really killed the game.
With a track beat, yeah. Who's your top 10? Who is, or would you? I'll give you top 10 because top 5 might be too little.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so maybe no particular order, okay? Because I don't want to go no order because I interchange these guys. But top is Big and Pac. Now, because I like rap, so I like the passion of Pac, but I like the bars of Biggie. So that's why it's always 1 and 2. If I'm emotional, I'm listening to Pac. Right. If I'm really in my hip hop, Biggie. From there, man, Busta is there. Nas is there. And the reason why I like Nas, okay, is because Nas, there's not a lot of music of Nas for how long his career is gone. I like the way he released the music for what he did, because it gave each time that I got with him a moment to really just sit with him, for a long time. It had been so long since I heard from him that I'm sitting with this.
Right. Before, I'm gonna inject on that. I agree. That's why I love Nas. him and Ice Cube is my top two. They interchange, but I like that he takes a year or two off, you know, between albums to live and get experience, and then he comes back and write about it, opposed to like a Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Like I had to tune out like after Teflon Don, because it's like when you drop albums every year, you're not really talking about the same thing. I think the only person who actually did that well was Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Because he elevated something all the time. And another good example as well is DJ Quick.
Yeah.
Every album he put out with, it was a new sound and a new feeling.
Yeah.
And I think like him and Nas and Jay, they did that very well. But
yeah,
continue.
for sure. You know, Jay's on that list too.
Okay.
Cube is on that list too.
Yeah.
So we got so far Nas, or we got Pac, Biggie, Nas, Jay, Cube. That's 5.
Busta, that's 6.
Busta, 6. Who else did I really? You know, Helter Skelter. I'm gonna throw this one in there.
Okay.
Helter Skelter, for some reason, man. I went back and I like really listened to a lot of that stuff. I like the duo. You know what I mean? Just I want to throw a group in there, you know, and I think Helter Skelter is one of those groups that I just thought did everything. They gave you something to live on. It could be hardcore and it could be real MC heavy too. You know what I'm saying? So I like them too. That I'm gonna throw them in there.
Okay. 2 left.
Let's see. Gosh, there's so many artists, man, that I have listened to. Gosh. Man, even though he going through a lot of stuff like recently with all that BS, I don't know what's going on with him. I liked T.I.'s run initially. I liked his run initially. I thought he did a really good job.
He did. Okay.
10, round out 10. Just because it's coming up, I think on the anniversary, I'm gonna give it to Nipsey. Yeah, I thought where Nipsey was going as an artist, I thought he was in a good space as an artist. I listened to Victory Lap, you know, and I thought he had a good balance for what he was, you know. I seen a lot there, you know what I mean, as far as him having a certain level of understanding of society, him being in the particular position he was in as someone of some status, and then his background, trying to mix all that together was, I thought maybe if maybe given a little bit more time, he may have gotten it right in a way that I think maybe Pac didn't. You know, I would go that far. I think Pac maybe in the world of like gang banging was around at such a volatile time in gang banging. You know, gang banging has always been very, very volatile and violent, but I just think the world, that early 90s and how banging was and stuff back there was just a totally different climate than what I think Nipsey had. But I think Nipsey, as far as connecting with the people and giving people an understanding of all of those worlds, I think that he was doing a really good job and was going in a real good direction. So I give him 10. I give him 10. But that first 5, when y'all play this back, that first 5 is like where I'm at. That's where I'm at, you know.
Okay.
Keep it with the goats, man.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you with Pac. I think I think he made I think he went backwards.
Yeah.
With the banging shit, cause
I think he did.
The growth. Like I was young when he died, but I still remember. But I mean, just looking at it now in the music, it was crazy how he evolved in those 6 years.
Yeah.
From Strictly For My Niggas to Machiavelli.
Yeah.
And I think Machiavelli, he hit his zenith.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really hit his zenith, and you can hear it. Like White Man's World, Life of an Outlaw. What's the one with Lady of Rage? About the gun.
Me and my girlfriend.
Me and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know he rapping about the damn gun. When I was a kid, I was thinking about the girl.
Yeah, very creative. Yeah.
But I love, as what you said, because I was playing this a lot when I was over in Africa, and it was very soothing. But I love his last shot to the world against all odds.
Yeah.
Pure emotion.
Yeah.
Pure aggression.
Yeah.
Like he was, and I like that.
Very dope.
Nigga touch me, I'm gonna get back. Like
Yeah. He went in, man. That's ideally like when you talk about that passion and that spirit and that love for the culture and it being you and all being fused together. You know, that's the MC. You know that moment, man. You know, there's so many Pac moments that I can think of that I was like, I wish I was just a fly on the wall in the studio. But that particular track there, that mind frame, that passion, that session, I would have loved to have been a part of that.
He let it out, and I was just like, God damn, he was mad, but I get it. Like he said, I ain't say nothing the last 2 hours. I got my money right. Yeah. I'm ready to go to war.
He was, and he was dead serious too. And I think that that was where I think he was just really finally understanding it and really getting ready to probably put it together. You know, because I think he realized the mistake he made involving himself too much in the gang culture. You know what I mean? Us being on the West Coast, you know that's a slippery slope. When you start, you're gone. You know what I mean? So I think that it got him ultimately. But I think what he left, to what you're saying, what he left at least gave me, you know, a good peace of mind that he had at least a good grasp of what it was, and he was gonna make that change. Yeah,
and I agree. I think he just all through his discography, he just showcases the very different sides of black men.
Yeah.
You know, you may label me a thug or something, but I can write something for the ladies. I can write something for we was talking about the Asian thing, Natasha Harlem.
Yeah.
I can write some you know, some gangster shit, and I can do a whole gangster party, like All Eyes on Me. So I think he just showed the different facets of, you know, a black man and just how we can lay it out, but still be ourselves.
Yeah, he showed how complex we are as individuals, as a people. I mean, all his emotions is just black people in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He went through it all. Like, you know, how do you express the Brenda have a baby? You know, that's a real thing in our community.
Right.
And not a lot of people know to what extent, but that's a great, you know, our babies being abandoned and things, that's a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean, in our community. And to express that in the early 90s, you know what I mean? And then moving on to those other things, that's us.
Yeah.
In a, you know.
That's the growth of us.
Right, in a whole package, that's all of us.
Okay, so speaking of